All 17 of Max Fleischer's original Superman animated shorts have just arrived on Blu-ray courtesy of Warner Brothers Home Entertainment, and this is a very high-profile release that a lot of us have been waiting for to see how it was going to look on Blu-ray. Here's the thing. This series, this series of shorts, 17 shorts spanning 1941 to 1943, is the gold standard for Superman in animation form. I would go as far as to say it's the gold standard for Superman on film. These were made starting about 3 years after the creation of Superman. You think about the history of the character now, over 80 years old, created in the 30s, that these existed 3 years after the creation of that character. It's remarkable, and they are so beautiful. They are so pure. You cannot top them for pure Superman goodness, pure Superman action. They are the purest distillation of the Superman concept even now. But here's the thing. These shorts are in the public domain. So we've got lots of public domain collections, and they look terrible. They really look terrible. Warner Brothers owns the original elements. And so when they decided to restore these for Blu-ray, a lot of us were like, well, what's this going to look like since they have the elements? The bad news here is that Warner Archive did not tackle this project. This was done by Warner Brothers proper. Warner Archive has a stellar record with animation. You look at what they did with Johnny Quest, with Thundar the Barbarian, with so many of the classic properties in their stable, in their library. They've done wonderful restoration work with beautiful film grain, and you can see so much of the detail. Warner Brothers proper, Warner Brothers Home Entertainment, does not always take the same care. That is the case here. Too much grain has been stripped away. There's too much detail that has been lost. However, it's more complicated than that. And this may actually come down to preference. I just reviewed the new 4K box set of the Christopher Reeve movies. And so these are new 4Ks, but the Blu-rays included with each movie are the same Blu-rays from 2011, and they have all the shorts prior to this cleanup process. So I wanted to do a side-by-side comparison, see if it was, if I liked one more than the other. When I go back and I watch these original, or the previous versions that prior to this restoration, I was really surprised at how dirty and noisy they are. They have lots of scratches, lots of damage, lots of green emulsion scratches. Just about every frame has some green line running through. That's what happens when the film itself gets scratched. And you can see in this new Blu-ray, they have a special feature here, a new special feature. By the way, they've carried over the 2 previous special features from prior sets, and they've added a brand new one, which runs about 13 minutes. Max Fleischer's Superman, Speeding Toward Tomorrow. Within that special feature, all the footage that they use comes from a different scan than what's on these Blu-rays. It's a raw, I assume it's the raw scan. Because what you do is you scan the film elements, right? And then you do additional cleanup after that. So this documentary was made prior to the additional cleanup with just the raw scan. And all those green scratches are there. And all of the damage is there. They show their age. But there's also a lot of grain. And there's also a lot of fine detail that's there. Someone made a decision to clean it all up. Clean it all. Just throw it all out. And so now what we have is a pristine, I mean a flawless, blemishless, grainless, noiseless transfer. So this is what we've got. This is what it is. I don't know if I think I still will recommend a purchase of this Blu-ray if you want the shorts, because I know my audience, and I know if you want to watch them in drive-in quality, you're going to be happy with your previous Blu-rays. If you have either of these Superman box sets, you already own these shorts. But if you don't own them and you're just considering dipping your toe into these animated shorts, I'm going to go ahead and recommend this. I don't think Warner Brothers is going to recall this. I think they probably are perfectly fine with how it looks. This is what's probably going to end up on streaming, wherever these go in the future. YouTube, I don't know. And nobody will say a word about it after this. This is for the purists, the film guys like me. It's too clean, man. But here's the good news. The shorts remain timeless. They remain so beautiful. I mean, they are stunningly beautiful in their composition, in the purity of Superman. I mean, as a Superman fan, this is like, it's Superman at 100%. This is just the best. It's a hot fudge sundae of goodness when I watch these shorts. And they are so, I mean, like, we think about, think about elements of classic science fiction, you know, robots and like doom machines and laser rays and all that stuff. That's what this is. And it is so, so good. It's Superman versus mad scientists and monsters and creatures of science. For me, it doesn't get any better than that. You know, movies have to make compromises for budgets and because there's just certain things you can't do in live action. This makes no compromises. And at 10 minutes a chunk, it doesn't get much better than this. So that's my review. It's I guess it's a half-hearted endorsement. I wish they were a little bit more, you know, filmic, for lack of a better word. I wish they looked more like film. I wish that they had left the film in these transfers. They didn't. I still think the shorts hold up, and I think that more people are going to... I think people will be turned off by how noisy they are on the previous edition. But hopefully I've given you everything you need to know to make up your own mind. This is now available. It's a one-disc affair, 17 shorts. It's 146 minutes, so there's really no issues with compression. Maybe about a half an hour of features, 35 minutes or so of features, I believe. And for Superman fans, now you got options. Pull this out and show it to you. So, let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and we'll keep talking about this. This is going to be a... why does everything have to be a hot button topic? You know, why does everything have to be controversial? I guess that's just the world we're living in, where expectations are not always met. But I do feel grateful that these were restored in the first place, that people are talking about them, and more people are going to see them because of this. So let's talk about them in the comments below. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Oh, by the way, I'll put a link in the description where you can order this. You'll be supporting Cereal at Midnight. Let me know what you think about it. Take care. Till next time, I will catch you later.